While driving over here to one of my favorite spots in all of Celebration, I noticed this collapsed tree. There's only one thing that could have done this. Hello everybody, Jeremy here on another glorious, blazingly warm, see, I didn't say it was hot, I said it was blazingly warm Florida day, and it is gorgeous. But don't worry about me in this heat, I'm ready for it. I've got my boonie hat, I've got some sunscreen on, my sunglasses, and I forgot to bring water. I'm not even kidding. I had a water bottle with electrolytes, like half frozen, threw it in the freezer earlier today, so I'd have it ready, and I forgot it. But I'm not gonna be out here too long. I just wanted to get out among the jungleness of Florida. I haven't really been out in this area since I left for Colorado, and kind of wanted to get back and kind of see what it feels like after being in the woods, the Rocky Mountains back in Colorado. This is a little bit different. I'd really like to get in the deep heart of it, in like the Everglades eventually. I know Adventures with Julie and Michael, or Michael and Julie, whatever the name of their channel is. I know that they've been python hunting in the Everglades. Crazy stuff, really fascinating to watch. I recommend you go check their channel out. Whew. So last night I worked at All Stars Sports Disney Resort and it was not what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. I knew it was going to be wow, those I guess those are cicadas. They're really vocal today. Man, that sounds crazy. Not many people out. Well, I haven't seen anybody, because it's middle of the day. It's like 3:30 and I'm just now getting out of the apartment. Why, you ask? Well, because my body is broken from working last night. A little different when you're 50 now. It's not just about age, it's about stupid injuries. You know, I've got some pretty good arthritis in my spine from a car accident, and last night I basically picked up a shift at the All Stars Sports Resort from the Disney Hub. It was kind of like, I should have known better. You can only pick up stuff that you're qualified for. So that being said, it could have been something else, but it wasn't. I ended up having to bus tables and sweep the floor for 6 hours and 15 minutes straight. Sunglass alert. And let me tell you, it was tough. It was really tough. I will say the level of professionalism, it was a very tightly ran ship. I was very impressed. Leadership was, as far as the coordinators, I'll say the coordinators, they were great. They were very warm, very friendly, very helpful. And it was kind of funny because like an hour into my shift, this one coordinator who was working, he walked by me. I was out in the lobby wiping down tables, and he's like, hey boss. And anytime someone starts a sentence off with boss, they're either trying to show you respect or they're about to tell you that you're doing something wrong. So I'm thinking, uh-oh. He's like, hey boss, you doing all right? You need anything? It's like, oh, okay. He's being nice, he's being cool. It's like, no, I'm doing good, thank you. He's like, all right, let me know if you need anything. I'm thinking, Like, I'm bussing tables. I'm literally wiping down tables, cleaning up after people, sweeping up the floors. Like, what could I need? Fast forward like 3 hours. Now I'm like waiting for someone to come and bump me, as we call it, for my break. I was just beat. The idea of like, I'm only halfway through this shift, it was demoralizing. It really was, from a physicality standpoint, because like, I can't really hold the camera out far enough, but you're having to like bend over, and I'm switching which arms I'm using to wipe all these tables, and it's just non-stop. I was the only busser out there until 8 o'clock, and my shift started at 5:30. So I'm having to take care of the entire cafeteria dining room by myself until, you know, they got more people in to help. But they were definitely short-staffed, because I don't know what they would have done if I wasn't there. A lot of times you go to the water parks and there's just so many extra cast members on hand, and sometimes that kind of clogs up everything, the whole operation, and makes things go not smoothly, I'll just say. This was different. Less people, they all knew what they were doing. It seemed like it was running very smoothly. Normally when I pick up shifts like this at other parks, I might have to bus for a couple hours at most. It's nice and shady now. I might have to bus for a couple hours at most, and then they'll look at my, oh God, I can never remember the name of it. I might have to pause. Starts with a P. Proficiencies. I always forget that word. Look at my proficiencies and see what I'm trained on, and then they'll be like, oh, okay, you know, we'll throw you on counter, you know, so you're basically dealing with customers, getting them their food. And that typically happens, actually that's happened every single place that I've worked, all the different QSR locations in different parks. But this time was different. If you look at the cafeteria, once you're in there, you'll notice like you've got multiple teams in different kitchens. I mean, it's like 3 different kitchens. And all the cast members are actually, looks like they're actually getting the food and plating the food. And there's no way they're gonna train me on that when it's busy. Like, there's no way. So I had one girl, she kind of misunderstood that she was supposed to kind of show me the ropes. She was doing a cashier, and she was supposed to be just showing me where everything was to bus tables. And she started showing me register, and I was freaking out. My eyes got like the size of baseballs. The amount of items on that menu, having to know, it was just like, what? And then when I found out, oh wait, no, you know, you're just going to be doing busing. It's like, thank God, because talk about panic attack. And to make matters worse, I kid you not, I was in that cafeteria dining area. I'm not exaggerating. I would say, I don't know, 70% of everybody was speaking Portuguese. And like, even when I was being shown a little bit on the register, people were coming up like not speaking any English. And whew, that happens to me a little bit in the parks, but not like this. Everyone was either you know, from Portugal or Brazil. Check this out, so beautiful. I love this area. I think I like lakes. I've already probably said this many times, but I'm more into lakes than the ocean. Ocean is just too, it's just too much. It's too intimidating for me. But yeah, that sucked. Like, cause I'm having to hunch over, and my back wasn't like killing me, but it was it was screaming. And my plantar fasciitis was the worst it's literally ever been, because I couldn't stop moving. I mean, you're literally moving the entire time. So that shift sucked. And I noticed there were like eventually a total of 3 other people out there, one helping bussing, and then like a couple people were just dealing with trash. And I noticed like half of them had their earning their ears, what do you call it, ribbons, so you know they're like still in training. So it was a bottom of the barrel, super entry level position. And these people were like, oh, I don't know, 30, 25, 30 years younger than me. So definitely a tough position to be doing at 50 with physical damage. Like Indiana Jones says, it's not the years, it's the mileage. And I'll just say this body, it's got some mileage. But like I said, everyone was so nice and friendly, and that's one thing that I have to say. There's this camaraderie I've talked about before, but like the ones that care, the cast members, they'll go out of their way to talk to you, and oh, are you just picking up, because they've never seen you before, and they can probably tell you that you don't know what you're doing, and always so friendly. Speaking of, I got so many people that found me on my my Typhoon Lagoon Parks Shift Exchange Facebook group. So many cast members reached out to me, wishing me well after I injured myself after my fall. And that was so awesome. Like, it was so heartwarming. And, just want to say thank you, because I don't think I ever really said thanks to everybody for reaching out, like in the comments, and just wishing me the best, and hoping I was doing well, and pushing my butt to get to the doctor. I'm so glad I did that. I didn't end up getting like a CAT scan or anything, but I think if I had a brain bleed, I'd probably be dead by now. So I think I'm all good now. Let's hope. But yeah, just thanks for caring. I think I'm gonna hang out in this canopy a little bit. It's not too sunny out, but it sure is warm. It sure is warm, but it feels good. It was funny. One of my viewers made the comment of heat being a 4-letter word this time of the year, like here, and it's true. And I responded with, yeah, I agree, but it beats another 4-letter word, which is cold, which is why we moved here, because the cold was just way too much at the beginning of the year in Colorado. And I'll take this any day, because look, I can still be outside. You just gotta be prepared, like, make sure you bring water, stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't really talk about it too much, but when I worked at Magic Kingdom, I think that day, I can't remember, it was like 97 or 98. It was 99% humidity. And then probably because it rained soon after, and I'm so glad it did, because like I could feel it like in my chest and in my head. And I know a lot of people are going to say, you're not a spring chicken anymore. You really got to watch what you're doing. Take care of yourself. Disney is not going to look after your best interests. Yeah, I know. I've heard it before. And yes, I realize they're a corporation and they're paying me to do a job, and I'm here to do that job. So I just had to say that. I get so many of those comments, like, quit now. They don't care. It's like, okay, quit, and then what? And then go, I'm just looking for a part-time job. So I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but probably not going to pick up at a resort anytime soon, unless I can kind of get in maybe and talk to a supervisor beforehand and say, hey, check out my credentials, see what I can do. Is there any other stuff that I can do other than bussing tables? Because that was brutal. That was, honestly, I know there's people out there that, oh, I I'm a full-time busser at this restaurant, you know. Well, cool. I've got arthritis in my back and plantar fasciitis. It just doesn't work for me. So, but I sure do love picking up at the other parks, and I've already picked up a couple extra shifts over the next couple weeks over at Hollywood Studios. Shocker, I know. If you watch my channel, you know that I love picking up at Hollywood Studios. It's arguably my favorite place to work. So, but tonight I got to, tonight, geez, it's almost tonight. Jill's getting off work in like an hour. I need to like run to the grocery store and grab some food, do some cooking. So I don't know what I'm gonna cook, but I gotta do like a haul video of when I go to Aldi. I stocked up so much the other day, and it was like $30. It's so funny how affordable it is at Aldi, and they're getting better and better stuff. Like they had avocado oil kettle chips, all organic potatoes, you know, not fried in seed oil, because I really do care about that. And that's another thing. I've really got to get like my act together. I got to get in better shape because I'm 260 pounds. When I went to the doctor, like he checked me out and he's like, you know, yeah, he basically said, you know, yeah, you're in good health, and like looked at my blood sugar or not my blood sugar, my blood pressure. I didn't get blood work or anything like that, but it's like, yeah, I am, but I know I could be in better shape, and I know if I lost like 40 pounds, how much easier would my job be? Being on my feet, you know, the older we get, it does not get easier. The recovery time, holy cow. Like I didn't sleep well last night because I was so physically sore. I just kept rolling around in bed and just, you know, like when you're stretching out and just, oh, you know, and I just couldn't get comfortable enough to get some good sleep. Speaking of sleep, in my last video, I talked about nightmares. I didn't take melatonin last night. I wanted to test this theory out because I read that melatonin can give you like vivid dreams or nightmares. So I didn't take anything last night. Didn't get home until like, it was like 11 o'clock. By the time I went to bed, it was pretty late because, you know, you're wired. When you're working late, you don't just come home, get cleaned up and go to bed. You got to like calm down, you know, all that fun stuff. But didn't take any melatonin. Went to bed, woke up in the middle of the night, had a nightmare again. And I think I know what the issue is. I love to watch. I love to watch scary YouTube videos. I would love to do a second channel where I just talk about the phenomenon, you know, share other videos and just give my opinion and talk about it, you know, with people. It's one of my, what the heck am I looking at? Check this out. Can you see this? I can't quite. It's a little worm, and I mean, it's like suspended from this branch like a couple feet in the air. Huh. Speaking of little green worms like that, I cracked open, it's like an acorn. Really freaked me out. I've seen these before. I'm just looking down to see if I can spot one. I cracked it open, and there were like 5 little green worms that crawled out. I literally thought it's something from a plant because I've seen them before. Anyway, if I see one, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But you know, welcome to Florida. Man, there's all kinds of weird stuff here that I'm not used to. But anyway, I love watching spooky videos, and I think I just kind of like stuff my brain my imagination, my subconscious with spooky things, but I have to sleep with noise, like white noise. We've got a fan that just kind of gives a nice like 60 cycle hum, and if that thing turns off, like if the power goes off, I wake up instantly. Well, I had this dream. I'm in this brick room, and I wake up really fast because this TV came on, and it was like on the edges it was glowing this ghostly greenish yellow, and I realized, like, oh my god, I didn't turn this TV on. Something else must have turned it on, like, you know, a ghost or something. And then I wake up. You know, that was my dream. It wasn't like terrifying, but you know, I wake up and my heart's racing a little bit because it spooked me. So ridiculous. I don't know why I'm sharing all this, but it's a beautiful day. Beautiful day, and it's a little too warm to be out here. Notice there's nobody out. There's a reason for that. So I'm gonna head back to the car, jump in it, and drive over to Aldi, grab some stuff, make some dinner for Jill and I. So thanks for coming along and listening. I don't know if there was a takeaway on all this. I was basically just talking about how, I don't know, this entry-level job at 50 now, it can be very challenging depending on the position that you choose in life and or with Disney. But as long as I stay part-time and I start taking better care of myself, you know, my diet's not terrible, it's not great, but I gotta get back to the gym. As long as I do all those things, I should be fine. So thanks for all those that look out for me and try to give me, you know, tips and tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing. Even though I hear a lot of it all the time, I appreciate it. I really do. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for coming along. Bye-bye. What in God's name are these? Seriously. I have never seen this before. Oh my God, something's on my eyelid.